What's up, guys? Crazy Star Wars Fan 108 here, and I'm back for our video. Again, I'm just trying to be as efficient as I can with uploading stuff because I'm going to a film set right now, and I won't have time to post this review today. So, Rebels Season 3, Trials of the Dark Saber. You know, I watched this first thing this morning because it was on the Watch Disney XD app, and that had to be one of the most emotional times I've had watching Rebels, because it was actually just, it was kind of sad. It was also very interesting though, but then I'm going to talk about like theories towards the end of this, but the episode basically, you know, we have the nice thing about finding out about the first Mandalorian that was inducted into the Jedi Order and how they crafted the Dark Saber, and after he died, they kept the saber at the temple. Mandalorians broke into the temple and stole a saber, and then took it back to claim and to bring rule to Mandalore, members from House Vizsla. So pre-Vizsla, so that whole, you know, lineage makes sense. What's interesting though is that I don't think it, I mean, there just hasn't been any Vizslas since, I guess, that were Force sensitive, or the Jedi just, well, after the Jedi in the Mandalorian War, they just stopped doing that. But the interesting thing was Kanan training Sabine, and that whole dynamic between them was a lot of fun to watch, because it's Kanan seemed a lot darker in the way he was teaching her compared to what we saw him with teaching Ezra. But the thing is that, the interesting thing is that when he was talking to Hera about it, he was talking about how with Ezra he was holding back, with Sabine he's not holding back, but he is being extremely rough on her. But she goes and she seems to grow very quickly. I mean, she didn't master the training by any means per se, but she definitely got a whole hang of it pretty quickly, because the episode ends and I mean, Sabine's ready to use the Dark Saber for the most part. I mean, I could see her anger and her, it's weird because she's uncontrolled sometimes, so that's like, you know, risky and dangerous. But she's not a Jedi, so it doesn't matter. But then she's also, besides being like unhinged sometimes, when Kanan finally does let her use a Dark Saber and he challenges her and he just starts really just being like a jerk to her and drilling her and saying that, you know, you're a coward, or, you know, you're a traitor, you ran away from your people, and it makes Sabine open up and say why she left Mandalore. She left to save everybody. She left to save her family. She left to save her mom, her dad, her brother. We find out she has a brother. She left to save all these people, because when she went to work for the Empire, they had her building weapons, and they were weapons that were used to enslave her people, and she didn't like that, and it was her fault. And so she was trying to take and reclaim back what they had, and when she decided to stand against the Empire, none of her family did. They all stood with the Empire instead of with her against the Empire. So that's heartbreaking, and, you know, in its own respect. And that's the part of the episode that really just like made things really sad. But she definitely looks like she's ready and primed to go, and for us to go to Mandalore. And I'm going to be curious to see how that's all going to tie together and work throughout the rest of the season. But the other like really kind of interesting parts with that though was that, for the most part, what was really seemed to like be heavily happening in that episode was they ended up having, I think the Bendu ended up talking with her a little bit, because we see him after she and Ezra have a moment, and Ezra, you know, basically like, you know, Sabine, like, you at least still have like parents to go back to. And I thought, like, I'm like, damn, that's actually kind of sad. The Bendu, like, we see him, and so I'm not sure if she talked with him at all, or if he gave her any guidance or anything, because we don't see it. So that's interesting. But from what, maybe I'm not looking at it deeply enough, and I'm just being blind to it because I don't believe in the theory of it whatsoever. But this whole theory that Sabine now is in the lineage of potentially being, you know, parents to Rey, I'm not subscribing to that at all yet still. I'm still subscribing to what I've subscribed to since The Force Awakens. this episode didn't really change much of that to me. All it did was it gave us more background to Sabine, and for people that think Sabine and Ezra get together, I'm still just like, I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's interesting, but it's not, it just doesn't seem extremely likely still. But it's one of those things that time will tell as the season goes on, and of course when we end up getting to episode 8, we'll end up finding out different things like that. But it just depends, you know. So I think for the most part, where the story goes from here, though, with Sabine, it's going to be interesting to see what actually happens on Mandalore, and does she rally the Mandalorians to her cause, and do they come and help her fight when they attack Lothal, to try to free Lothal, which I don't think is going to end well. So yeah, fun thing to look at. I'll probably make a follow-up video after I see the Rebels recon tonight, and then also after they ended up doing another cool thing to look at, just because of like Rogue One stuff with Rebels, is they released Secrets of Rogue One video on their Star Wars YouTube page, showing connections with Rebels and other things. So that's pretty cool, especially if you want to see like high definition images of the Ghost and seeing that the Phantom is missing. So that's something to think about. But yeah, guys, I hope everyone's doing well. I want to thank you all for watching. Till next time, guys, peace, and may the Force be with you always, and I'll catch you all around later. Bye.